It's Bourbon Night. It's a flight fight. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And welcome to the semifinals number 3.
Number 3.
Round 3.
64 bourbons under $30.
Getting down to the nitty gritty. All right, Sarah, let's see what's in this flight.
In this flight, we have Rebel Yell 100 proof, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, Eagle Rare at 90 proof, and Old Grandad 114 at, of course, 114 proof.
Tough flight, seems like, just from a glance.
We've got, 90 to 114 proof. That's a little range, but
it is a little
it's going to make it tight,
I feel like that Rebel Yell 100, though, is going to make us think that it's 114 proof. It's been such an outlier this year.
It's been reading that way, yeah.
But let's take a look back at how these bourbons got here.
In a flight between Rebel Yell 100, Jim Beam Distiller's Cut, J.R. Ewing, and Fighting Cock, the Rebel Yell 100 came out on top.
In a flight between Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, Old Bardstown 101 proof, 1792 Small Batch, and Old Forester 100, Evan Williams Bottled and Bond came out.
In a flight between Eagle Rare at 90 proof, Henry McKenna at 80 proof, Four Roses at 80 proof, and Woodford Reserve at 90.4 proof, Eagle Rare was the winner.
And finally, in a flight between Old Grandad 114, Old Grandad Bonded, Bird Dog, and Jim Beam Devil's Cut, Old Grandad 114 was the winner.
So Chad, I feel like we're very kind of lucky. I mean, it definitely makes it easier to edit and do the actual flight, but we actually did pick the same winners for all of those flights, which we have not, hasn't exactly happened that way every time so far.
Right.
Feels a little serendipitous, I don't know.
Yeah, and also obviously some really good, agreeable winners.
That's true.
So let's just start it up with Bourbon A. Peanut butter?
Nutty.
Yeah.
It's nutty.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what else to say about it.
Sort of syrupy.
A little sweetness, a little light sweetness.
It smells great. Let's see how it tastes.
It's nutty. A little more of the barrel coming through on that than the nose kind of indicates.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a little bit of that sweetness, though. I can feel it at the end. It's like, makes your mouth water a little bit.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to identify what they are, but I'm thinking nutty, I'm thinking Old Grandad, but I'm thinking this doesn't have a 114 type of feel to it. It's actually pretty easy, pretty well balanced. So, second sip.
Strangely, my heart is telling me Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, and I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, good call.
But that's what my heart says.
It does.
I'm not guessing.
Taste more around 100 proof.
But, when it comes to me and Evan Williams, I gotta go with my heart, so.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Whoa, very rich.
Yeah, and more corn, more sweetness.
I have a guess.
It's almost kind of like...
Based on the color, based on the nose.
When you pour water over cornflakes and it kind of wafts up. Sort of bread quality-ish.
Boozy cornflakes was a decent...
Boozy cornflakes.
Boozy cornflakes.
All right. But, ooh.
Okay, so I think I was wrong.
This one is darker than expected.
Yeah.
It's a lot more barrel.
Like, deductive reasoning would tell me that the first one was a little lighter and sweeter and did not taste as high proof as this one. I should have just not said anything. I should just keep my mouth shut.
And that's why we always mess ourselves up with trying to guess. That's not what it's about. We're just here to pick our favorites and rank them.
Yeah, I'm not guessing. I'm just speculating.
But it's
fun.
hard. It's hard not to, right?
Well, it's like when, I'm really bad about this with scary movies, too. I'll be like, oh, he did it. I bet that guy did it. And this is how he's going to do it. And this guy's going to die next. And Chad's like, will you shut up? I'm trying to watch the movie.
I'm trying to be emotionally invested.
And it's not because that's what I want to happen in the movie. I just like to speculate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Don't ever watch a horror movie with me or try to do a flight.
Second taste, I'm getting more dark nuts.
It's yummy.
Yes. It's not overtly nutty, not like A, but more of the finish. You all right over there?
I get. There's
you got something going on?
If you've ever had a phantom hair, it felt like it was like right across the front of my face. This is also nutty, but like you said, it's much darker.
Yes.
Deeper, roasted. It's very rich, so flavorful. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that's familiar, isn't it?
It is.
Caramel,
the lightest hint of orange zest.
Yes. There's some zestiness
just
there.
Just a little bit, though. Nothing like, just a little.
Pretty easy.
Something else going on.
Pretty I don't say mild in a bad way, but it seems very approachable.
Yeah, like I think I get like a little, this is, the baker in me, but like a little bit of ginger, maybe a little bit of allspice.
Aha.
A little orange, but not, I wouldn't call it fruity. It's orange zest. And
This one,
I still get a little bit of ginger.
this one tastes brighter.
It is bright, and I think that's
more,
what I mean.
like present.
Yeah, like when I'm referring to the orange and the ginger, I think it's that like zip of whatever.
The tangy
it's
zip
literally
of
a zest.
Bourbon Sea.
Right? The
A
tangy.
flight isn't a flight without the tangy zip of Bourbon Sea.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, this one just seems more multifaceted, right? We say that sometimes.
But it does have a couple of layers of flavor that you didn't quite expect to find.
And it's more all over, it's getting on my cheeks where these others haven't. It's more just like all over the tongue and this sort of like spice that I don't get from the nose.
Right, and it's a little bit, and it gives you a nice little hug, little cuddle.
I don't think I've gotten a Kentucky hug until
now. But in all fairness, they're building up, and
they are
in
contributing
the lower-ish
to
range.
each other.
Yeah, sure. I think Burgundy has like a
orange
cherries and oranges, kind of a like what's muddled in an old fashioned.
It's like someone's, and we've used this analogy
Maybe
before.
A little mint.
Someone's next door muddling an old fashioned with fruit. Yeah.
In the distance, I definitely get cherry.
Yeah.
But like a light, bright, fresh cherry, or almost even. And I don't consider these real cherries. They are cherries. Maraschino cherries.
Okay.
Like, they have like that not real cherry. It doesn't real. Maraschino cherries don't taste like cherries. They taste like whatever that liquid is that they soak them in.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha. It's basically sugar cherries.
I'm on board.
Okay, I really do feel like this is the muddled old-fashioned, like before you mix in.
It does kind of have a cocktail
like
taste.
a little bit of bitters, a little bit of orange rind, a little bit of cherry, a little brown sugar, all muddled together.
I can see that, but I was going to say more.
Look at the bitters.
It tastes like a tea.
A tea.
And like I'm not getting much proof on this. It doesn't taste like it's packing that much of a punch. And everything we have, I mean, we start at 90 proof. Maybe it's suffering because it's D. It's the last of the four.
Maybe.
Second sip, of course, gives you more. You're more acclimated to it. I'm getting more barrel now than I was tasting before, but it's still just kind of like this nice and easy tea. Like this would be a rocking chair type of bourbon.
Ooh, a rocking chair tea bourbon.
Uh-huh.
I mean, again, we've been through all four of these, and the 114 proof isn't being like, hey, here I am.
Oh, no, it's me. I'm here.
At this point. Now, maybe on the second time through, and that's why we do a second time through. But
I'm 24 points higher than one of these bourbons.
But we don't know.
All right, so now we're going to take a little break. We're going to let our palates reset. Then we're going to go in through round 2. But before we do, we want to let you guys know about the Spirits Network, which we are now on.
That's right.
Think Food Network for the spirits world.
They've got exclusive programming related to, well, we're on there.
Right.
And then there's also, food pairing shows, just tastings all around the world, a lot of education, a lot of experiences. And the coolest thing about it is that you can actually buy a bottle within those episodes where they're reviewing different spirits.
Yeah, like for us, we have Apple TV. We downloaded the app, and that's how we watch it through our Apple TV. But, any of those smart TV devices can find this, or you can just watch it on the old internet.
And I'm actually going to be a guest on one of their original shows, The Women's Whiskey Revolution with Peggy Noe Stevens, that airs at the end of this month, November 2019.
Yeah, you are.
And for this month, through the end of November, you can get their Base Explorer membership for $1, and that's for 30 days. So make sure to do that before the end of November. I'm not sure when you're watching this. And you're going to need promo code BNVIP at checkout. And again, that expires November 30th, 2019.
BNVIP at checkout, spiritsnetwork.com. And welcome back. Here we go. Round 2. We say it all the time. Everything changes. All bets are off, Sarah. Did you make any bets?
I didn't.
Because they're off.
Well, that's good because I don't want to bet.
All right. Bourbonnais second time around.
I still get so much nutty.
This knows. It's seen a lot of nose. You.
Just because I sang in the beginning doesn't mean that you also have to sing.
These knows. And welcome to round 2. Am I right?
Yeah, so nutty.
It is. It smells great. It tastes great.
It does taste great.
Wow.
Golly, I just don't know.
Golly gee.
Golly gee.
Willikers. It's got a silkiness about it that I enjoy. It hangs around. It's a pretty long finish.
You know what my favorite part about doing these flights is, Chad?
What's that?
And like, I just am having this emotion and I want to share it with you guys. Yeah. We are looking at 4 things right here. We had something nice to say about each one of them. We enjoyed all 4 of them, and they're all under $30. So anyone that tells you you can't get something quality for under $30 is not necessarily lying. They just sound like maybe an elitist. I don't know. I'm not saying they're wrong, but they're not right.
they're not right. Let's get that right.
I don't disagree with you, but I do.
No offense.
But something
wrong.
Offensive.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like this.
Yeah, it's good.
But I do feel like it's 100 proof or below.
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Oh, so lovely.
Also familiar. I mean, we're pretty
so familiar.
By now familiar with all the ones that are in this flight.
This one I think screams familiarity the most. Like,
yeah,
it's been here for ages.
Like we've been drinking it for years.
All this time, and I didn't know it was you.
Where have you been all my life?
Right in front of me.
Woo! Oh, B is strong too.
I have to say, I love Bourbon B.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's putting it out there. She's
I'm
going on record.
Out there. It's got some char. It's got some smokiness. It's got a little heat.
It does have a deeper tone.
Good flavor. It's deeper tone
than Bourbon A.
It does.
It really does. It feels like it's more back of your throat. It feels more deeper in the barrel.
I'm getting a little hug off of it.
Yeah. Me too. It rolls into sort of a. I thought it was kind of going in a chocolate direction. I don't really feel that now.
No.
I feel it's just more like a.
But I think it's like
deep
richer.
boozy syrup.
Yeah, it's just very full of flavor and a depth of flavor.
It's full of itself.
It's nice. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it comes on strong. It stays strong.
It's got a little hot.
I'm not picking up too much heat on this one. It's got a decently long finish.
What's the word? You get more of the alcohol burn at the end. Okay. Just at the very end. I like it.
Again, that cherry, that
I get the orange zest on this one and like the ginger still.
Ginger?
Like we said on the last round, I think it's got that zest, that zip.
Yes. Oh, the tangy zip of Bourbon C.
The tangy zip of Bourbon C.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure. Oh, this one's classic.
I now have a theory as to what this one is.
It is sort of orangey. A little shorter than Bourbon B.
I don't know. It's a medium. I'm still getting it.
Well, yeah, it's medium, but shorter than Bourbon B.
Maybe. I don't know if I agree.
I get a little bit more heat on this one than B.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I am still getting the heat.
Yes. It stays more on the tongue, like you would think proof-wise. Now, it might be rye-wise. It might be lots of things-wise.
Right. But if they're picking up what I'm putting down, I think everyone can surmise?
Surmise, if you will, and I will.
Yes, thank you. What I now think that this is. Straight up that muddled old-fashioned flavors.
And I meant to say it the first time around. This time I get it more, so I'm going to say it. It's almost like a little bit of a mustiness.
I get like a little musty, a little toasty. Like
you're going to get a little toasty if you keep drinking this.
Wood, those sweet cherries, orange, brown sugar, a little bitters.
I'll tell you what, Sarah. There's not a bad one in the bunch.
There's not a bad one in the bunch.
This one does kind of have some fruit flavors going on. Maybe it's just because, again, it's the last one of the round, but it's a little dry. And I didn't pick that up the first time around. But it does bunch up a little bit.
I think that little bit of cherry that I was talking about, in comparison to these others, is almost, and I'm not saying it is, but it's almost reading a little bit medicinal to me, which for me, I think might kill it neat. Not kill it, you know what I mean.
Right.
But we're splitting hairs here.
When you're talking about 4 winners in a flight, it might not be up to snuff to be number 1, potentially. But we'll see. We still got A/B test these suckers.
That's true. And we have a really good tea-infused old-fashioned recipe that I now, whatever this ends up being, I want to try this because it tastes like it would complement very well.
I completely agree. We got it in round 1. That tea note, it is still there.
I think that's causing the drying.
Yeah, good call. All right. Well, that is it for round 2. You know, if you're a friend of the show, this is where we break away and start A/B testing these, drinking things back to back that we didn't have before to come up with our order. But before we do, we want to tell you about our home on the internet. It is whiskyambitions.com. It's where you can find a t-shirt such as this and other t-shirts, glasses such as these, pint glasses such as these, our challenge coins, and so much more at whiskyambitions.com.
You can become a patron. It's patreon.com/itsbourbonnight, and for as little as $1 a month, you can join our online community. We do patron-only podcasts, we do polls, we ask you for your thoughts in general, monthly patron-only live streams, and lots more. You can find that at patreon.com/itsbourbonnight.
Very good. All right, this is where we leave you. We will see you in the results round. All right.
It's results time. You
want
wanna know
results?
'em? We got
We got them. You think you
Come
know?
on down and get your results. I don't know how good they are. I can't even see.
Don't even worry about it. We got results. Our slogan's rolling on the screen right now. We got results. You want them? We got them. Come on down. Don't even worry about it. Really deep. I don't know. You probably don't get that.
Real deep reference.
All right. Okay, cool.
Not that deep, though.
Sarah, what'd you
Yes.
put in last place?
I put Bourbon D in last place.
I did the same thing. Let's see what it is. In last place, Bourbon D is... I thought so.
What? I had a hard time reading your handwriting. I was like, wait, what is that?
It's Eagle Rare. Now, I think this might be a product of the flight that it was randomly put into. A 90 proofer, whereas it is delicious.
It is delicious.
And it's also a factor of what it stands up against.
Sure.
So if it's in another flight with 3 different ones, it will do differently.
Yes.
All this because I feel like a lot of people out there are fans of Eagle Rare. We're fans of Eagle Rare.
We said there wasn't a bad one in the bunch. For me, it came down to that cherry note.
Yes.
That I hate. I do not like maraschino cherries.
Right.
It was reading on the verge of medicinal to me. And I don't normally think that way about Eagle Rare, but we've had this problem with Eagle Rare before. And so I think I've had better bottles than this.
I agree.
I really didn't feel that biased against it for the proof reasons. For me, it was that cherry note.
It was that cherry. No,
out.
I feel you. And
All right.
you put in third place.
Ooh, I put Bourbon A.
I did too. Okay.
Well, this is fancy.
This is fancy. Coming in third for us, Bourbon A is...
I knew it! I knew it! I
wow.
knew it! I knew it!
Rebel Yell 100. I did not know it. I
And
was not thinking this was what it was.
So, if you look back to our Tricked or Treated Halloween episode, I said, when Chad asked me to guess which distillery this came from, I said Heaven Hill because I was thinking, like, this reminds me of Heaven Hill flavors.
And it is sourced from Heaven Hill.
And it is sourced from Heaven Hill.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I initially said I thought it was the Evan Williams because it reminded me of it so much. But on the second try, I was like, nope, I think this is not.
There you go. Okay. I thought this would have ended up higher. Got to be honest with you. I really did.
Our experiences with it recently, I also thought.
Well, there you go. All right, Sarah, second place.
Bourbon C.
I also have Bourbon C. It looks like we picked the same order with this one.
It was very tough. I was back and forth.
Me too. But it was definitely between B and C.
That's true.
I got my I was battling for last place and I was battling for first place.
Exactly the same.
All right. Well, let's do first place since both of our first place is Bourbon B.
I'm excited.
Moving on to the final round of the 64 bourbons under $30. Bourbon B is... Evan Williams, bottled and bond as she hits the microphone. Evan Williams, bottled and bond. Sarah, not something that I would have predicted.
I'm not shocked at all because I love Evan Williams.
Well, me too, but such a low price.
Honestly, though, like people who were like, oh, they're just proof hounds. They just like whatever's the highest proof. Not true because it's 100 and it was... We were battling, yes.
It beat out another 100 proofer.
114
and
proof.
it beat out our second place, which we should say is OGD 114.
Right? Which is very good.
Didn't pick that Beam nuttiness, but I did pick that Evan Williams nuttiness.
That's true.
Because they're both kind of nutty.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Shocking flight.
Evan Williams, bottled and bond. This is going to be the next one that is going to fly off the shelves, raise in price, or be discontinued.
I don't think so.
Yep, it is.
You think so?
People tell us to shut up about it.
What's the price point on this guy? You're right. People do say, "Don't you ruin
like
Evan Williams bottled and bond for me."
$14.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But yeah.
Yes. I'm proud of it. Moving on to the finals. I like it. We have one more flight to go in the semifinals before that last spot to be filled for the final round. And this 64 bourbons under $30. It's taken all year to do it.
It's the
But that's what happens. Countdown of bourbons. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, you can click right up here to subscribe. There's also some suggestions down here of videos that you can watch. We'll see you over there in those. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. Until next time, drink more bourbon.